It is that rare time of year when it's at least a little bit light out at 8:30 at night. Hello everyone, it is Thursday, June 20th, 2019, and welcome to the beautiful Pine Lake Campgrounds out in Bishop, Georgia. Me and Nestor just arrived and got settled in a few minutes ago, and so tomorrow we're going out to the big music festival out in Athens, Georgia, just about 20-30 minutes from here. But before I do guys, I wanted to do a cooking video, this time making Blackberry Cobbler, but instead of regular all-purpose or self-rising flour, I'm going to be using whole wheat chocolate pancake mix. So stick around, we'll see how this comes out. Once there lived a creative soul just outside of Atlanta. He had a good job but never fit in. He had a big apartment, but it cost him a limb. So one day he packed it all up and threw it into storage, hit the open road, and became a traveling caricaturist. Now he lives in a camper and travels all the time. He works at fairs and festivals. For the price of a single click, you can join the ride. Also, don't forget to ring that bell icon. Once again, for my newcomers, Nestor has got his own pet door right there where he can go back up inside the camper anytime he wants. His food, water, litter box, and air conditioning is all up inside there. And I believe I have everything here that I am going to need, including some whipped cream to put on the top after everything is done, and of course a Coleman light for when it gets dark, because it is very quickly getting dark. Some of you might remember the Pine Lake Campground last year. I caught a huge stringer of black crappie, perch, and bass from right around those cattails over there. I did purchase myself some night crawlers on the way out here, and I'm hoping to get some fishing in this year with the camera on my head so you can actually see the action sometime tomorrow morning if I can get my butt up early enough. These blackberries I picked myself from my parents' property up there in Tennessee, and some of you might be wondering, what is this contraption you've got it in? Well, this I believe is the perfect container for blackberry harvesting. It was made out of a discarded milk jug. Just cut the front out of it here, and this is just white duct tape. The idea is that you just put this over your neck like this. That way you can pick with both hands. Just pick. There's none of this holding a container and picking it. You can just gather, and just it's so much more convenient and free. Alright, step number one, washing them. I'm going to transfer it over to one of these big square containers and start the wash. Let's just cut to the end of this part. Part is done. The blackberries are nice and clean. Now I'm going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Okay, light is on, so no touching the front of the oven now. Alright, let's go ahead and get the pan coated with some butter. That's an easy thing to do. Alright, I'm going to call that a nice thorough coating of butter. Can never have too much butter. Next, let's find out how many cups of berries it takes to fill the whole bottom side of this square container. Okay, so there's 1 cup. Alright, let's skip to the end of this. So as it turns out, we've got 3, well, actually kind of heaping generous cups of berries here. So that means we need about 3/4 cup of the mix to put over top of that. So one of the advantages of using this pre-mixed pancake mix is that the baking soda and salt, and then even some sugar, is already in the mix, and it's whole wheat, so definitely healthier. Alright, so there's the 3/4 cup. Let's go ahead and crack an egg in it. And we're going for kind of a clumpy kind of look, like a biscuit dough kind of thing. You don't want it to be runny like pancake dough. See, like this, like biscuit dough. That's kind of what we're going for. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add the sugar. I'm only going with a 1/2 cup this time because, like I said, the mix has already got some sugar in it, and it is cane sugar that they had in it. What I'm using, though, is, of course, the coconut palm sugar, so I like my sugar to be raw. So we've got whole wheat, chocolate, and coconut palm, a dark coconut palm sugar. This is definitely not going to have that light, you know, kind of biscuity look to the top of it like you're used to cobblers having. But it should still taste pretty good. I've made waffles with this mix already once before, and it even had tiny little pieces of chocolate in it, little chocolate chips. So that will work. I believe that will work nicely for a cobbler. So now that we've got kind of that sandy look, that's what I was looking for. All right, so let's go ahead and dump this on top of the berries. So I'm going to dump that right on the top and spread it on out. There we go. Get this little bit right here. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of using what I have on hand. You know, I picked the berries. I had some pancake mix left over, using the palm sugar that I normally use in my coffee. And now I'm going to go ahead and melt this butter and pour that over the top of all this. Alright, I believe, actually this is probably a bit much, but whatever, I'm just going to pour the rest of it on in there. Original recipe said 1 full stick of butter, but this was not a full recipe, it was supposed to be 3/4. But that ought to do it. Alright, let's go ahead and get her on in the oven. Wait, one last thing, just because we're doing the whole what I have on hand thing, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of wildflower honey on the top, and also a little trick that I picked up from a tutorial on YouTube is to throw a little bit of extra raw sugar, just sprinkle it across the top so you kind of have that little bit of hardening, caramelizing look to the top of it, and that little extra crunch on the top. And I think that's enough. And alright, so let's go ahead. Let's get it on in there. Toaster oven's all nice and glowy hot now. I went ahead and bumped it on up to about 375. And the normally you'd put this on for about 30 minutes. But really just until you start seeing that top get crispy and some nice bubbling like across the top. So we're going to take a look at it after about 25 minutes, see how it is. It's been a little bit more than 30 minutes now looking through the glass door of the toaster oven, and I think this is a good sign that it is done all the way through. The bubbling has reached the middle. And so we're at that golden zone right now. It's done all the way through, but not yet burnt. So let's go ahead and pull it on out. Oh, that just looks beautiful, doesn't it? Alright. Oh, cobbler. Alright, laying it down on a towel right there. And just gonna let it sit and cool. The bubbling just immediately stopped as soon as it came out of the oven. I believe it has cooled enough now to bite into just fine without it burning my mouth. So let's get it all dished up. It's a little bit soupier than I anticipated. Alright. Digging on in. Yum yum. Final step, the taste test by the light of a Coleman lantern. It's just as good as it looks, guys. It's definitely got that whole wheat earthiness to it as well, which I like. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have any problem at all finishing off this whole pan. Might take me a couple of days, but I'm going to eat all of it. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon. Also, I have a brand new Facebook group that I've started dedicated to the channel. It's the same name as the channel, ASH space TOONS. I don't really know how to put a link to it in the descriptions, but if you go to Facebook and search that out, should be able to find it. I already have a few moderators in place, so please go and join, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Don't forget, we've got all 3 days of AFFest coming up, as well as whatever fishing I manage to do while I'm here. So look forward to that, and I'll see you in the next one.